Hope Logan Spencer may be standing at the edge of a life-changing offer, and Liam Spencer could be the one who pushes her closer to it. Because this time, it is not just about fashion, it is about respect, it is about loyalty, and it is about whether Hope should keep fighting for a place at Forrester Creations when another door may be opening at Logan. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, May 4th reveal that Liam has another brilliant idea. And that idea could make Bill Spencer's offer even more powerful than Hope expected. Recently, at the Spencer mansion, Liam made his feelings clear. He looked at Hope's situation and saw something that deeply bothered him. Hope is talented. Hope has worked hard. Hope has given her heart to her fashion future. But in Liam's eyes, she is not getting the respect she deserves at Forrester Creations. And that is the heart of this entire story. Hope is not just facing another workplace problem, she is facing the painful question of whether Forrester Creations is still the right place for her dreams. Bill loved Liam's suggestion that Hope should start a line at Logan, and Bill being Bill, he is not thinking small. He is ready to offer the best designers that money can buy. That kind of support could change everything for Hope. It could give her a fresh start, it could give her power. It could give her a fashion home where she does not have to feel pushed aside. But here's where it gets more emotional. Liam may not just be thinking about expensive designers. He may be thinking about someone who would matter to Hope on a much deeper level. Deke Sharpe. D&B fans know how crushed Hope was when Steffi Forrester Finnegan forced her to fire Deke from Hope for the Future. That moment hurt, because it was not just a business decision, it was personal. Hope saw something in Deke, she saw potential, she saw fresh energy. She saw someone who may not have had years of experience but still had ideas that could grow into something real. And when Steffi forced Hope to let him go, it added another painful layer to Hope's struggle at Forrester Creations. Hope was not just losing a designer, she was losing control over her own vision. Now, Liam may see a way to turn that loss into an opportunity. If Hope goes to Logan, Deke could possibly go with her. That would make the offer feel different, not just bigger, not just richer, more personal, more meaningful, and maybe exactly what Hope needs to hear. Katie Logan Spencer already had a little chat with Deke about potentially hiring him. That matters, because Katie likes his work. Katie sees his potential, so if Liam delivers a proposition on Monday's episode, it may be built around one simple but powerful idea. Hope does not have to leave her dreams behind. She can bring the right people with her. And Deke may be one of those people. What happens next could make Logan feel even more tempting, because Hope would not just be walking into a new company, she could be walking into a new chapter with someone who understands the creative direction she wanted for Hope for the future. Deke does not have a ton of experience, but that may be exactly why he matters. He brings fresh ideas, he brings hunger, he brings possibility. At Forrester Creations, those qualities were not enough to protect him, but at Logan, they may be exactly what Katie and Hope need. And that is what makes Liam's idea so interesting. He is not just trying to help Hope escape a bad situation, he is trying to help her build something better. Bill can offer money, Bill can offer power, Bill can offer access to top designers. But Liam may be offering Hope something Bill cannot buy as easily, a sense of emotional loyalty, a chance to rebuild with someone she already believed in, a way to make Logan feel like a true creative home. And that could be the detail that changes Hope's mind. Because Hope has been hurt by what happened at Forrester. She has watched Steffi's decisions affect her future. She has had to accept painful choices that were not fully in her control. But if Logan gives her room to lead, room to choose, and room to bring in talent like Deke, then Hope may finally see a path forward. and that path could become harder and harder to ignore. The tension here is not loud, it is not explosive, but it is dangerous for Forrester Creations. Because once Hope sees that another company may value her more, everything shifts. And once Liam helps make that offer feel personal, the emotional stakes rise fast. Bill is already excited. Katie has already shown interest in Deke. Deke already has a connection to Hope's creative future, and Liam may be ready to tie all of it together with one proposition. That is why Monday's B&B spoilers feel like a turning point. Hope may soon be looking at Logan not as a backup plan, but as a real future. And if Deke is part of that future, the offer becomes even harder to turn down. But while Liam is trying to make Hope's next move more promising, another storyline is moving in a far darker direction. Because Dylan's mystery is no longer just a strange phone call, it has become a direct threat. And that's not even the biggest shock. Viewers are finally going to learn who has been calling Melissa Dylan with a distorted voice. The person on the other end has been taunting her about unfinished business, and now that mystery caller has confronted Dylan in person. That left Dylan in panic mode, and for good reason, because this is not just a random scare. This person clearly knows something. This person clearly has a connection to Dylan's past, and this person is ready to use it. At first, the show made it look like a female character had approached Dylan. The long locks gave that impression, but the evidence points in another direction. It suggests Remy Pryce may be wearing a wig as part of a disguise, and if that is true, then Dylan's fear makes even more sense. Because Remy is not showing up casually. He may be hiding, he may be manipulating, and he may be preparing to pull Dylan into something she does not want any part of. The deeper this mystery goes, the more dangerous it feels for Dylan. Because Remy Pryce may not just be calling to scare her, he may be calling because he needs something from her. And if their pasts are connected, Dylan may already understand why his silence matters. Electra Forrester recently mentioned the horror Remy caused with his deepfake drama. Now Dylan is in the loop on all of that. That detail is important. Because if Dylan knows Remy by another name, then the truth may hit her in stages. At first, she may only know pieces. Then those pieces may start coming together, and once they do, Dylan could become disgusted over what Remy put Electra through. That creates a disturbing situation. Dylan may not only be afraid of what Remy knows about her, she may also be horrified by what he has already done to someone else. And here's where it gets worse. Remy looks ready to stir up more trouble. This probably connects to his desperation over Deke. Remy wants to reunite with Deke. That desire may be driving his next move. And if Dylan is connected to his past, he may try to use her as a tool to get what he wants. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Remy may demand Dylan's help in exchange for his silence about their linked histories. That puts Dylan in a terrifying position. If she refuses, Remy could expose something. If she agrees, she may be pulled deeper into his plans. Either way, Dylan is overwhelmed. And that is exactly what the spoilers say is coming next. Dylan will be overwhelmed over what happens. So this is not just a small scare. It is the beginning of serious trouble. And the timing makes everything more complicated, because Deke is also tied to the main Logan storyline. Liam may be trying to help Hope bring Deke into a brighter future at Logan, but Remy's desperation over Deke could create emotional pressure from another direction. That does not mean the stories are the same, but Deke sits near the center of both. For Hope, Deke represents fresh talent and a second chance. For Liam, Deke may be the personal touch that makes Hope's move to Logan more meaningful. For Katie, Deke is someone with potential. But for Remy, Deke may be the person he is desperate to reunite with. And that makes the situation feel more unstable, because while one side of the story is about opportunity, the other side is about control. Hope's possible move to Logan could be a hopeful turning point. Dylan's confrontation with Remy feels like a warning sign. Two different forms of pressure are building at the same time, and both may affect what happens next. For Liam, the goal seems simple: make Logan more enticing for Hope, show her that she can have support, show her that she can have designers, show her that she can rebuild with someone like Deke, and show her that she does not have to stay trapped in a place where she feels undervalued. That is why his proposition matters. It may not just be another business suggestion, it could be the emotional push Hope needs. Bill can make the offer strong, Katie can help make it real, but Liam may make it personal. And if Hope hears that Deke can pursue his fashion dreams at Logan too, her reaction could be powerful, because Hope knows what it felt like to lose him from hope for the future. She knows what it felt like when Steffi forced that firing. She knows what it felt like to watch her own creative team be affected by Forrester politics. So the idea of bringing Deke back into her orbit may touch a very real wound. It may also give Hope hope again. At the same time, Dylan's situation feels like it is moving towards something terrible. The mystery caller has already moved from distorted voice to in-person confrontation. That is a major escalation. Now, the question is not just who is calling, the question is what they want. And if the evidence truly points to Remy in disguise, then the answer may be darker than Dylan expected. Remy may be desperate. He may be cornering Dylan. He may be using their linked history as leverage. And he may believe Dylan can help him get closer to Deke again. That is a dangerous kind of pressure, because Dylan may feel trapped between exposure and involvement. She may not want to help Remy, she may not want to be part of his trouble, but if he has something over her, walking away may not be easy. And that is where the tension becomes personal. Dylan is not just being scared, she is being squeezed. She is being pulled toward a situation she may not know how to escape. And when people are overwhelmed, they can make choices they would never make under normal pressure. That is why Monday's episode has two very different kinds of suspense. One side is about Hope's future. Can Liam and Bill make Logan look like the place where Hope finally gets the respect she deserves? Can Katie's interest in Deke help create a new opportunity? Can Deke's fresh ideas become part of a bigger comeback? The other side is about Dylan's fear. Who is Remy to her? What unfinished business is he holding over her? And how far will he go to get help with Deke? The scary part is that both stories are building toward consequences. Hope's decision could shake up the fashion world around her. Dylan's mystery could drag her into dangerous emotional territory, and Deke may be closer to both storms than anyone realizes. For now, Liam's proposition could be exactly what Hope needs to hear. It could make Logan feel less like a risk and more like a real chance. A chance to build, a chance to lead, a chance to bring in talent that Forrester pushed away. But Remy's return to trouble casts a shadow nearby. Because if his desperation over Deke grows, then Deke's future may not be simple. Not at Logan, not with Hope, not anywhere. And Dylan may be the first person forced to deal with the pressure of Remy's plan. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, May 4th are building two emotional turns. Liam may create a stronger path for Hope at Logan, and Dylan may be forced to face the person behind the taunting calls. One story offers possibility, the other brings fear. But both are moving fast. Hope may finally get a chance to feel valued. Deke may get another shot at fashion. Katie may see a new future forming. Bill may be ready to back it with everything he has. And Liam may be the one who makes the offer impossible to ignore. But while Hope's future could be opening, Dylan's world may be closing in, because Remy may not be done. He may only be getting started, and if he demands Dylan's help in exchange for his silence, then the next move could leave her shaken. So the real question is this: will Liam's proposition change Hope's future at Logan, or will Remy's desperation around Deke turn this new beginning into something far more complicated? Do you think this changes everything? Subscribe for daily The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates.